take a moment to introduce this assignment that we're working on, the Democratic Ideals Photo Essay. So first, it doesn't actually have to be photos. It could be artwork or it could be digitally created symbolic type work. So you can change this first cover slide to make it fit your essay. You could change it completely and add your name. You could delete that oval. There's an example slide here that you can check out if you're looking for all the details of what you're creating. The directions have all the information of what you're doing, and there's links to the slides that kind of help you out. Most of the links are directly into this document, and then this one goes to our democratic documents that we looked at before. Claim examples show you what kind of claims you can make in your CER, claim evidence reasoning paragraph. Your CER is going to be very similar to what you would do in science, except for your evidence this time is more like from the democratic documents instead of like a lab result. There's a list of democratic ideals. You're going to choose several of these to create slides about, and then you are welcome to choose one that's not on this list as long as you can really defend that as an ideal, and you should get approval from your teacher ahead of time. So all of those first slides can be deleted or for the cover, just edit it. This slide you should not delete. This is your scoring rubric, and you should check out especially this meet standard column. So this is what we're expecting for this essay to meet standard. Exceed standard, you're welcome to shoot for that too, but they both go in the same thing in Skyward as the same grade. This is your student score. So later you're going to do your own self-assessment to see where you think you're at for the 3 standards. And then your teacher will also score you, and comments can be for you, your teacher, or a peer even. So let me just show you like how to put together a slide. So right here, you're going to type in your ideal. So I'm going to do the ideal patriotism, and that one is not on our list. So I would need to get teacher approval for that. And I'm going to use a definition that I got from Mr. Dewey in the description. And it's okay to use sources as long as you give them credit. So I'm going to Control-Shift-V to apply it without formatting. And then I'm going to write here Dewey 2020, and I would want to make sure that's clear what that means, either in a works cited at the end, or I could give more information in the notes down at the bottom of the page. Okay, now it's getting a little funky. I don't want to make that font too small, so I'm going to adjust this. You can change the format of anything on this page. It's for you and for you to show that you understand the ideals. Just make sure you get all the elements. So I'm going to keep adjusting that till I like it. Okay, and then I can change the colors here. If I want to change the font or if I want to make it bigger, I can do that. And then I'm going to write a claim evidence reasoning paragraph. So my claim that I'm going to put in is this. I'm going to say patriotism is an ideal that should reflect how we accomplish the other democratic ideals. So that's just another example of a claim that I could write. And then I need to write a paragraph explaining and demonstrating that I understand the ideal and that I can kind of prove my claim. So I have to go to the democratic documents for at least one of my pieces of evidence. And so I might take some quotes from this Declaration of Independence and talk about how the government is there for the people, and that how if the government isn't doing what it's supposed to, the people have a duty and a right to make it better. And so I could talk about that in my paragraph here. You're going to choose a photo or an image. So you can make it personal or symbolic or artistic. So I liked this photo for my patriotism idea because it's this bridge that we're building, and then we're going through nature. There's so much here, and there's people kind of helping and working together. You can see someone there kind of precariously balanced. That's my son. And I'm going to make this fit how I want it. I recommend if you're doing a photo not to get the proportions out of whack, so you can crop it. If I want to crop this photo, like it doesn't quite fit how I want, I'm going to double click on it, and then I can crop it so that it fits where I want it to fit properly. A little small, almost there. Okay, now it fits. And then I'm going to write a caption here explaining all that symbolism I was just thinking about. And then I'm going to make some kind of personal connection. You can relate it to the ugly story we've been reading, strengths, values, identity, your family, your own personal story, hobbies you have, goals you have, just your own experience with this idea of patriotism or whatever ideal you've chosen. And then, make this slide your own. Good luck. Let us know if you have any questions. We are here to help you and to brainstorm.